All right, here's our bit of history question for you today. For what political office did actor Alec Baldwin run in the past? All right, well, it was for the student body, okay? But he ran as president of George Washington University. That's what experience he's had so far. He lost by just 2 votes. Is that nail biter? All right, well, he's a man of many, many roles, but is actor Alec Baldwin pondering a real political run this time? That's what the 30 Rock star told 60 Minutes correspondent Morley Safer. Take a look for yourself.
There's no age limit on running for office to a degree. Something I might do one day.
All right, intriguing. Let's see what our A-list has to say about this. You know, there's a big elephant in the room when it comes to Alec Baldwin and any political aspirations. So actually, before we do this, let's pull this up and listen to it. Take a look.
So you better be ready Friday, the 20th, to meet with me. So I'm going to let you know just how I feel about what a rude little pig you really are. You are a rude, thoughtless little pig.
If you go through the things I've gone through in the media, like this thing with my daughter, there's only one thing that comes to mind initially, and that is how my daughter must have felt to have this played out in public. The second thing I realize is you can pretty much bet everything you own that I would never leave another voicemail message from my daughter that wasn't just like something out of a Rodgers and Hammerstein score.
I'm sorry. I am so confused. Is he the victim in the phone call message that he left for his daughter? Is that what he's suggesting
He
here?
is the victim. Nobody could have expected that to go to the public. No, but really, he has that personality. He's not unlike a lot of actors who have big egos, and they feel sort of like anything they do is just sort of a private conversation when they want it to be and not private when they don't want it, you know. So for him, here's the thing I say about Alec Baldwin running for an office. People love actors. When I first heard Arnold Schwarzenegger was running, I laughed out loud, honestly.
Right.
But look at him
He
now.
is governor of California, right?
Alec Baldwin could do it. He could.
Yeah, but this is a big
straightforward.
deal. This phone call is a big deal, and anybody who runs against him is going to make sure that this gets played all the time. Jason Rowe, you're a strategist, a political strategist. What would you tell him if you were working for him to do about this phone call?
Well, first, the victim here is me, because I am a big Alec Baldwin fan as an actor, and every time I forget the stupid things he says, he has to say them again.
We all are. We're all tired. I mean, he's a very talented actor.
Well, yeah, if you remember when that story broke, they were even talking about he wasn't going to return to 30 Rock, so there was even at a moment there that Hollywood wasn't even willing to embrace his values, let alone, you know, voters, 600,000 or so in a congressional district that would have to decide. However, he does have one opportunity. I believe he's from Congressman Vito Fosella's district. And so, given what's going on right there,
really?
Timing is everything in politics, and he might have an opportunity right now.
Yeah, that is priceless. Kirsten, is this a guy that you want representing the Democratic Party in his district, even if it is that district?
Yeah, I think that phone call obviously would be a big problem, but what he just said on 60 Minutes just made it so much worse, because it's just he's so out of touch with reality, and it was very kind of twisted, actually, listening to it. It's just thinking, okay, you just said how bad your daughter would feel. Now, how bad your daughter going to feel now that she just heard you say this? I mean, do you have any consideration?
And that, I would never leave her anything that wasn't right. I thought, how about that? When he says that, every time I hear it, and I've heard it a gazillion times, when he calls his child a rude little pig, it goes right through me.
Wait,
can you imagine calling one of your, Griff, you would never call your child.
No, of course I haven't. That's ridiculous. Wasn't this guy supposed to have moved to France after Bush won the second term? Yeah. Like, I thought he was supposed to live in Paris or something.
Well, and you know, now that we know he
do it.
Go ahead,
we know he lost the student body president vote by two votes. We know why he was so upset about the 2000 election in Florida.
Yes, because he's been there, right? He has experience. He knows what that feels
like. I'll follow up on that. I was the student body vice president of my high school, so maybe I can run against him.
Hey.
Although I'm not from New York.
Clash of the Titans.
So, but you know, Kirsten, well, let's just assume that Alec Baldwin wants your advice on how to get past this. I mean, he did have a golden opportunity right there. Yeah. He could have said, this, you know, I've never said anything like that in my life. I don't know what I was thinking. It's the most, you know, but he didn't take that opportunity there.
Yeah, well, that was a huge missed opportunity. I guess if he's asked about it again, I would coach him to answer it in an entirely different manner and to be very contrite and more concerned about his daughter's feelings and to really acknowledge, and give some sort of context for it, I guess. Maybe he was going through a very difficult time and something. Right. But it's just he's done that, then he's tried to make us feel sorry for him for it. It's just so weird. Not a great.
So weird. All right, we're going to keep an eye on that story. We'll let you know if he decides to run for Vito Focella's district, according to Jason. Boy, life is stranger than fiction, folks, isn't it?